Well, welcome again to the 31st Assembly of the Northern Texas-Northern Louisiana Synod. It is so good to be with you all again, and so very good to be here in the Heart of Texas Conference. Our assembly theme, Under Construction, if you haven't figured it out yet, is a bit of a tongue-in-cheek gesture toward the seemingly endless I-35 construction that the people here in Temple have endured these many, many years. But of course, as we read from Romans 12, being under construction for us is being transformed by the power of God's grace, transformed by the wonder of God's love poured out in Jesus Christ, and using the gifts that the Holy Spirit gives us. In 31 years of NTNL assemblies, this synod has been transformed, changed. Change, of course, can and does bring loss. This synod knows loss. There are people and congregations who were with us at the beginning who are no longer with us. In particular, we recall this past fall, when we laid to rest the Reverend Mark Herbner, the first bishop of NTNL. But change is also opportunity. Transformation creates new things. New ideas, new communities, new leaders. There are many with us today, many in leadership who were not here before, some who were not allowed to be here before. God continues to transform, to change us. In the midst of this change, though, one thing remains the same: the story of Jesus Christ, the story of our God pouring God's self out for us on the cross, being that living sacrifice. That story is the center of our lives, our hope, our purpose. It is the old story that we love to tell. A couple months ago, I saw on Facebook a video shared by Pastor Nick Billardello of Abiding Grace in Southlake, one of our newer communities that was not here 31 years ago. This video was of a church member singing with their musician, Vanessa. Nick sharing a video on Facebook, if you know Nick, is pretty unremarkable. That's a yoke. But this one is remarkable. Remarkable because in the video, singing with Vanessa was Curtis. Curtis, who had fought off pancreatic cancer, who came back to travel, to play softball, to even preach, telling his story, telling this story. Curtis, who just a few days later after this video was made, would join the church triumphant. The video is a living testimony to the strength and the hope that Curtis and others just like him across our synod have in this story. So I asked permission from Nick and Curtis's widow Heidi so that we could show it to you today, if you would.
And his glory, of Jesus and his love. I love to tell the story because I know it's true. It satisfies my longings as nothing else would do.
Everything we do in this assembly, in our congregations, as church, stems from this story that Curtis was singing about. We plant missions, we speak against injustice, we work for justice, we cross lines of race and gender and sexuality and economy, we serve the poor and the forgotten, we teach the faith to our children and grandchildren because of this story. No matter what changes might occur to us, I pray we never lose sight of the centrality of this story: the cross and the empty tomb, hope and transformation for a broken world. This is Curtis's story, my story, your story, our story in mission together. As we begin this assembly, we stand and we sing together with Curtis and all of the saints in light about that story. Please stand as we sing together.
has not